People have an opportunity to present a rebuttal argument. Mr. Walgan.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Good afternoon. I will be brief, ladies and gentlemen, but I do want to touch on a few things that were stated by Mr. Chernoff. First of all, let's be absolutely clear. We are here for one reason and one reason only, and that is because of the actions and the failures to act of Conrad Murray. Now, the cameras may be here because of Michael Jackson, but we are here because of the actions of Conrad Murray, because of the bizarre, grossly negligent, criminally negligent actions of Conrad Murray that caused the death of Michael Jackson. That is why we are here. So don't be fooled by statements of Mr. Chernoff that the only reason this case is here is because Michael Jackson. What Conrad Murray did has never been done before. You heard from the experts in this case. No one has ever seen propofol administered outside of a hospital setting, let alone in a bedroom, in a remote upstairs room such as what occurred in this case. No expert has ever heard of such a thing. This is not just kind of a deviation or an error in judgment. This is criminal, gross negligence, administering an agent that causes respiratory failure if not used properly, that causes death, and doing it as a one-man operation with no equipment, no safety measures, nothing. This has never been seen before. This is bizarre, unethical, unconscionable behavior. That is why we are here. Mr. Chernoff spoke about that somehow he said I discounted the character witnesses. Actually, that's not what I said at all. What I said is I'm certain they believe every word they said. I'm certain their hearts were treated in a hospital setting with monitors and backup personnel, and they got the treatment they deserved. What I did say is that is in stark contrast to what Michael Jackson got from Conrad Murray. He did not have monitors or a team or a hospital setting, nor was he being treated for a heart condition. He was being treated for apparently insomnia, something of which Conrad Murray knows nothing about. What I did say additionally about the character witnesses is why didn't they call in a witness that was being currently treated by Conrad Murray instead of calling some from a decade past? But I'm certain when they were treated in a hospital with a heart monitor and backup personnel and all the care and the paperwork and the safety measures, I'm sure they did receive good care. That has nothing to do with the care or lack thereof given to Michael Jackson in this case. Poor Conrad Murray. Everyone is just working against him. They blame Alyssa Fleek. They blame Alberto Alvarez. They blame Dr. Schaefer. They blame Kai Chase. They blame AEG. They blame Randy Phillips, Michael Amir Williams, Fahim Muhammad, Arnold Klein. Everybody but Conrad Murray. Poor Conrad Murray. Remember back when they called Mr. Rubin to the stand, and they inquired of Mr. Rubin, what was Conrad Murray's demeanor like? Wasn't he grieving? Didn't he appear sad? Mr. Rubin commented on, yeah, he seemed, I don't remember what his exact words were, but he seemed that he was upset or whatever his exact words may have been. Because it's about Conrad Murray. How was he grieving? What were his emotions like? Poor Conrad Murray. Then I asked Mr. Rubin, let's talk about demeanor. Let's talk about grieving. Let's talk about what you witnessed. When Dr. Cooper was seen going into a room to talk to Michael's mother, Mrs. Jackson, and Mr. Rubin had to sit outside and hear the crying and grieving of a mother who just lost her son. But poor Conrad Murray, what was his emotional state? I'm certain he was grieving. He's responsible for taking the life of a man through his gross negligence. So Michael Jackson's to blame. Alberto Alvarez is lying. Alyssa Fleek apparently is lying. Steve Schaefer is a cop. Kai Chase failed to apparently, I don't know what, get security, or how this falls on her, I don't know. You have a medical doctor in the house who cares so little that he has not called 911, and defense counsel has the nerve to get up here and blame the chef in the kitchen, that she is somehow responsible. If allowed more time to argue, I'm certain they would figure out a way to blame it on Michael's son, Prince. Everyone is to blame but Conrad Murray. You know, if Alberto Alvarez wanted to lie or come up with some tale to, for unknown reasons, pin some case on Conrad Murray, he could have done a lot better than this bizarre sailing bag with a bottle in it. He told you what he saw. He told you what he saw. And Alyssa Fleek told you that when she went into the Costco bag, she found the bottle inside the cut sailing bag. But now it's a conspiracy between this coroner's investigator, Alyssa Fleek, the security guard, Alberto Alvarez. Neither one of them knowing that this bottle or bag has any significance whatsoever. But they're now in a conspiracy because poor Conrad Murray. Counsel comments on this, the bizarre bag. Why would the bottle be in it? Everything Conrad Murray did in his treatment was bizarre. He waited 20 minutes to even bother to have someone call 911. That is bizarre. He gave propofol to an individual every night in a bedroom for 2 months.